Today, we are trying all of the new food at Disney World. From the viral new ice cream treat in Animal Kingdom, which, spoiler alert, is incredible, to the new menu at Hollywood Studios' best restaurant, and so much more. We are covering it all, so let's go eat. With all of the new food in the parks, there is so much I'm looking forward to trying, but of course the foods I'm most excited for are here in Animal Kingdom, so I figured we'd start our day here. Heading over to Terra Treats, they have changed their menu once again. I just feel like this place is always in a constant state of menu identity crisis. Who remembers when way back in the day, this stand, which is right across from me, used to be the allergy stand in the park. They used to serve a bunch of allergy-friendly treats and meals, and then after that, they transitioned into serving pizza. And this pizza here was so good. It was almost like a grandma's style or Sicilian style pizza. It was handmade and it was delicious. It was actually my favorite pizza in all of Disney World. They always had specialty slices that were great, and even just their plain cheese pizza was amazing as well. And then just about 2 months ago, they transitioned into serving Colombian-style hot dogs, which I must admit was a little bit strange. It took me off guard. It seemed like a very random change, but the hot dogs were actually pretty good. And now, just about 2 months after they started serving hot dogs, the hot dogs are no longer, and they have a completely new menu. They are now serving up ice cream. So looking at the menu, they have a couple of different flavors of ice cream that you could get in a cup, in a waffle cone. They also have Coke floats, which sound really good, but what sounds the best on this menu are the new ice cream creations. They have a new cookie dough brownie ice cream sandwich and a new carrot cake ice cream sundae that have gone pretty viral on social media lately that sound amazing. And yeah, take a look at that line. It stretches all the way to the bridge into Africa. I know I have certainly never seen the line for Terra Treats this long, but we're gonna hop in it and I'll let you know how long I end up waiting. We have picked up our ice cream sandwich in what I would say is record time. It only took about 11 minutes and it is melting quickly, so we've got to get to eating it. This here is the cookie dough brownie ice cream sandwich. It's brownie layered with vanilla ice cream, topped with chocolate chips and edible cookie dough for $8.29. I feel like these should probably be frozen a little bit better. I mean, I've only had this from the stand for about 5 minutes and it's completely melting and it's not that hot out today, but we're gonna try and eat this to the best of our ability here. Honestly, I knew this sandwich was gonna be good, but it's actually even better than I expected. If you're someone who likes cookie dough ice cream, you are going to absolutely love this. And I love cookie dough ice cream, so this is amazing. You've got that thick layer of cookie dough on the top, a layer of vanilla ice cream, and then a thin layer of chocolate brownie on the bottom there. I think the layers of everything are perfect. The layer of brownie is very thin, which I love because I feel like if they made the layer of brownie thicker, that flavor of the brownie would have taken over, and I want that flavor of the cookie dough to shine, and it does. There's a great amount of chocolate chips in this cookie dough, which add a great crunch. The rainbow sprinkles in there are really fun, man. This is really good, and not only is it really good, it's really creative. This is the type of creativity that I love to see in Disney snacks that I feel like some have been lacking lately, that I hope they kind of continue with, because this is so great. My only complaint is that this melts way too quickly. It's a complete disaster, and I've had this for maybe 10 minutes at this point, so that's definitely not a good sign, especially since it's gonna get to be well over 100 degrees here very soon, and I feel like when that happens, you're not gonna be able to start walking away from that stand before this ice cream sandwich here is melting. So I wish Disney could find a way to crank the temperature in those freezers that they're storing these in way down, because that would certainly help with that. And I guess I can forgive Disney for now for taking away Dino Bite snacks over in Dino Land with the amazing ice cream cookie sandwiches, because this right here, I actually think is better. You guys have to try this. It's not just all hype on the internet. It's actually fantastic. There is one other new thing at Terra Treats that I wanted to pick up, the carrot cake sundae. This has vanilla ice cream, caramel sauce, roasted pecans, and carrot cake crumbs in a waffle bowl topped with a birthday cake flavored shell and a chocolate carrot top for $8.99. How cool is this sundae here? It's perfect for all of the Zootopia hype, and of course we have the new Zootopia attraction that just opened here in Animal Kingdom. Now they say this is an annual pass holder exclusive sundae. I'll just tell you, I wasn't asked for my annual pass when I ordered it. So I don't really know how strict they're being on that, but this looks really good and I love carrot cake, so I'm excited for this. So we've got our scoop of vanilla ice cream, and then on top of that, they drizzled some caramel, and then it's topped with that birthday cake shell. And I'll tell you, I love an ice cream with one of those like hard shells, so this should be delicious. We definitely have another hit on our hands with this one. You know, when I saw it said carrot cake sundae, but then I saw it was just kind of like sprinkled with carrot cake crumbles, I was like, how much carrot cake flavor is this sundae really gonna have? But I am pleasantly surprised by the amount of carrot cake flavor, because they actually layered a piece of carrot cake on the bottom below the scoop of ice cream. So there's actually plenty of carrot cake here. The texture of those crunchy nuts in there is great. I also love the crunchy shell, the crunchy exterior, although I don't think it delivers like a very strong birthday cake flavor necessarily. But one thing I will say is one major component to carrot cake is missing here. Probably my favorite thing about carrot cake is missing here. There's no cream cheese frosting. I love a carrot cake with just a ton of cream cheese frosting. So I would love if they had like some type of drizzle of cream cheese frosting either on the top or maybe between the cake and the ice cream. I think that little tang from like a cream cheese frosting will be so great here, but cream cheese frosting or not, this is still very good, and I would definitely still get this one again too. All right, Mom, you've tried both the sandwich and the sundae. Which one do you prefer?
I love carrot cake, and I don't love cookie dough. I liked that cookie dough thing. It was really good, but it was too melty. This one seems to maybe hold up a little bit better, but this is really good.
Well, she may be team carrot cake sundae, but I am team brownie cookie dough ice cream sandwich. That's just because those are the flavors that I prefer. But honestly, both of these are really good. If you wanted to pick either of these up, please remember that Terra Treats does close early before the park closes. It closes at 4 o'clock every day. So if you want to pick these up, make sure you head to Terra Treats a little bit early. Next, we are making our way into Africa, right across from the safari to the Kusafiri Bakery. Here they have yet another brand new sweet treat. This one here is actually a 7-layer bar. This 7-layer bar has a graham cracker crust with coconut, pecans, sunflower seeds, chocolate chips and butterscotch chips, sweetened condensed milk, and Maldon salt for $5.79. Just like with the ice creams, I've heard so many good things about this 7-layer bar, and I'm really liking the looks of that graham cracker crust with that sweetened condensed milk layer right there. You can see all of the different seeds and chips on top. Let's see how this is. There's a lot of things going on there, a lot of flavors, but they do all work together quite nicely. The main thing you taste when you first bite into it are those sunflower seeds because they're on top. And they're not very sweet. So this dessert overall isn't very sweet, and I really like that aspect of it. And I love a dessert with some flaky salt on top. So I love that they included that here. I also think the coconut is a pretty strong flavor in this dessert. I'm really not getting much of that graham crackery kind of crust, which I wish I tasted a little bit more. I do think all the flavors work, but it's just not my favorite, maybe. This is the one compliment that I'll give to the Cake Bake Shop. I think they do a bar dessert very well. They have an amazing magic bar. Their lemon bar is great. Their raspberry jam crumble bar is great. They do a great bar dessert, and I think they're a lot better than this one here. If I'm looking for a sweet treat in Animal Kingdom, I personally would probably not come back for that. I'm going those ice cream treats all day over this 7-layer bar. With that being said, it's not bad, just not my favorite.
Agree 100%.
Well, the Harambe Market is officially back open, and with its new opening comes a new menu. And if you're anything like me, you're a little bit upset about this new menu because they took the unique African food that they served here and they kind of just replaced it with burgers and chicken tenders. Now, of course, Restaurantosaurus back in Dino Land closed, which was the main place in the park that served basic American fare. So with that, one of the restaurants here had to take over serving tenders and burgers and that kind of thing, and Harambe Market happened to be the place. And while the menu has changed, there are still two new interesting things on it that I picked up today. So here for lunch, we're gonna have the Savanna Salad with mixed greens, lentils, carrots, couscous, kachumbari, toasted almonds, and a citrus harissa dressing for $11.29. Now I do think $11.29 is a little bit pricey for this, given the fact that there is no meat on it. And speaking of meat, I do wish that they had the option to add some meat onto this salad here, whether it was the chicken tenders that they already serve or some type of grilled chicken. I think that would pair well with this, but we'll see how it is without here. I want to get some of that dressing. I don't know, some lentils and such. I think this is a very average salad. You know, it just doesn't have that much flavor. I expected the citrus vinaigrette to be a little more citrusy and vinegary, but the flavor is extremely light, which I think would be okay if the other things on this salad carried a little bit more flavor. Now, I love the cucumber, tomato, and onion salad, which is the kachumbari. I love a cucumber salad of sorts. And I like the toasted almonds on here a lot. I just wish it had a little bit more flavor. And I wish like the portion was bigger. Like this is not a big salad at all. This is like the size of a side salad, if I'm being totally honest. And I don't think this would like fill you up. This is not enough to fully fill you up for lunch. So I don't think I would necessarily get this again, especially given the fact that there's an amazing salad over at Satu'li Canteen in Pandora. Their salads there are amazing. And if you do eat plant-based, they have tofu that you could top it with. You can make a plant-based salad, that's great. And you could also have a chicken salad. And their salads there, I feel, are just so much more flavorful and better. I mean, this does have a little bit of like that African spice, but just not a lot. So I personally prefer the salad over at Satu'li. I'm hoping I enjoy this cookie a little bit more. This is the Kubwa Cookie. It's topped with chocolate cream cookies, aka Oreos, potato chips, M&Ms, and dulce de leche for $5.29. This here is a pretty large cookie. Look how big that is. And there's a ton of toppings on it. As we already discussed, I love a salty component to a dessert, so I love the fact that there's some chocolate chips on here. Break it in half. Oh, it's very melty and soft and gooey. It's falling apart in my hands. But I want to try a bite with that dulce de leche center too. Look at that. That looks really good. Oh, I gotta get a potato chip on this bite here. Oh! There we go. Now that is the perfect bite. The chip just fell. There we go. Now that is a damn good cookie. Let's just talk about the cookie on its own, because I feel like if you served me this chocolate chip cookie with none of those toppings, I would still really enjoy it. Has a really good gooey, brown, buttery kind of flavor. It's nice and soft, but the outside is crisp, and that's exactly how I like my chocolate chip cookies. I like them to be soft on the inside, but have a nice crispness towards the outer ring, and that's exactly what this delivers. But then you add the toppings on there, and that really just puts it over the edge. And there are so many toppings loaded onto this. You really get every topping in every single bite. The dulce de leche there is so rich and delicious. I wish that is one thing I wish they put a little bit more of, because it's really just in the center there. I wish they kind of maybe did a swirl with that, because that dulce de leche is insane on this cookie. I love the Oreos, the amount of chocolate, and of course the best part is those salty potato chips. This cookie is so salty, which is my ideal chocolate dessert. I need a little bit of salt with my chocolate, and this delivers that. That is absolutely delicious, and in my opinion, a lot better than that 7-layer bar. I definitely prefer to get this, and I will definitely be getting this again. Our final stop in Animal Kingdom brings us to Yak and Yeti, where they have a brand new secret drink that I think I'm really gonna love. This new secret menu drink can only be ordered at the bar, and there are only 6 bar seats, so it's hard to kind of find one here. Luckily, we were able to find one today. If you don't have as good of luck as us, they do have a little area at the end of the bar where you could just grab drinks to go. Now, to find this secret menu, they do have these little things you could scan here at the bar that'll bring it up. Doesn't look like it's working right now. They also have QR codes they could give you, or you could just search forbidden libations and it'll come up. And while we're here, I might as well show you all of the other secret menu drinks that they have. They have this one here with bourbon. This is the one we're getting right here. Espresso and white miso simple syrup. That sounds so good. They have this one here with gin and yuzu puree and a miso glaze. Honestly, I would get that as well. That sounds great. This one here has tequila and some espresso maple simple syrup. Okay. Honestly, any drink on this menu that you get is going to be extremely creative and very good. I have never gotten a bad drink from this secret menu. They also have food on this secret menu here, and I've tried all of it. It is all very, very good as well. And here we have the Pang Bachi. This has Tito's Kyoto white miso and brown sugar simple syrup and espresso. Now, obviously, I've consumed a good amount of espresso martinis in my day, and I gotta say, this espresso martini has the most beautiful layer of foam I have ever seen on any espresso martini I've ever consumed. It is so thick and it's like bubbling. I'm like drooling over this espresso martini right now. So cheers, guys. That's certainly different. And I like how they didn't play it safe with that miso. I hate when you get a drink or a food with like an interesting ingredient in it and you can't taste it and it's like hidden. This you could definitely taste the miso. And I like it. I think it provides like a more bitter flavor to the espresso, and it's not sweet at all. There is not one hint of sweetness in this espresso martini, which I like. I was a little nervous because it said like brown sugar simple syrup, so I was like, I hope it's not too sweet, and it's definitely not. Because I usually ask, if I see an espresso martini with simple syrup, I usually ask for them to omit the simple syrup because I don't want any type of sweetness in my espresso martini. So this is definitely not sweet. It's definitely more bitter. Now, I wouldn't say it's the best espresso martini that I've had from Yak and Yeti. I do think some of the other seasonal ones that they've had have been a little bit better. I think the s'mores one that they had a little while ago was probably my favorite one, but with that being said, they are always changing up the secret menu here, so you never know what you're going to find. I believe they change it up every quarter, so about 4 times a year they change up all the drinks on this secret menu, and they usually have some form of specialty flavored espresso martini, and they're usually pretty good. Well, after that espresso martini, it was time to head out of Animal Kingdom and over to Hollywood Studios to check out the all-new menu at the Hollywood Brown Derby. I know there's a couple of new appetizers, there's a new entree on the menu, as well as a new side, and we're gonna try and check out as much of it as we can. Now, we did grab a table inside at the Brown Derby. Usually I prefer to sit outside at the Brown Derby Lounge, but there was quite a long wait for the walk-up wait list, so inside it is. Now we'll go over the menu and discuss some of the things that just debuted on this menu, I believe last week. So as for appetizers, the new things are the hamachi and the beet and kale salad. But honestly, some of these other appetizers, like that cream of chicken and asparagus soup, that sounds really good too. I haven't had that before. That is new-ish as of a couple of months ago, but not brand new, so we're not gonna grab it today. And down here in the entree category, our new entrees are the plant-based stuffed butternut squash, as well as the seafood frigola. It has a bunch of different seafood and like a crab saffron cream. That sounds good. And our enhancements. The glazed carrots replaced the fried green beans, which I am a little bit upset about because those fried green beans were really good. But we're gonna start by ordering both of the new appetizers. And first up, we have the hamachi a la Newburgh. This is citrus cured hamachi with a creamy Newburgh sauce and fruit tartare for $17. Raw fish is not necessarily something I would expect to find on the menu here at the Brown Derby, so I'm not really sure what to expect from this. It's a very small portion, I will say, but I do like me some hamachi tuna. I've never had a Newburgh sauce before, which I read is like a French mustardy style sauce, and I love mustard. Maybe a weird pairing for hamachi, but we'll see how this is here. This isn't really my favorite here. I feel like the hamachi is lacking a lot of flavor. I think this could benefit from a nice big squeeze of lemon juice on here. I think that would be really great. It would complement the fish nicely because it really gets lost in that sauce, the Newburgh sauce, which I taste a little bit of like that mustard kind of vibe, but it's really not super flavorful. The best part about this dish is honestly that fruit tartare on the top because it's nice and pickled and vinegary. So that's like the best tasting thing on this dish here. It's not like bad per se, but it's also not great. So I would not order this again here, and I probably would not recommend it. My mom is trying raw fish. It doesn't have much flavor though. There's no fishy flavor whatsoever. I feel like it really doesn't taste like anything.
So it doesn't have a fishy flavor, but whatever, I don't like whatever that sauce. What are those green things? What green things?
It's like just green onion.
It is? That's what I was going to say. All I taste is like onion, but I don't love the whatever the sauce is.
Yeah, it's not super flavorful. I was hoping for a little bit more from this one. So hopefully this beet and kale salad is a little bit better. This has spinach, a warm bacon vinaigrette, goat cheese cream, beet puree, and candied walnuts for $13. You guys know I love my goat cheese, so that's what really dragged me into ordering this here, but I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. It's on the bottom of the plate here. So this goat cheese cream should be really good. So let's try this goat cheese cream here. There's a couple of little dollops of it. It definitely looks very creamy. Oh yeah. Honestly, that would be good on some toast. If you toast up some nice thick sourdough and put on a layer of that goat cheese cream, oh, that would just be perfect. And it's going to pair well with these beets here as well in this salad. And how good does that warm bacon vinaigrette sound? And it's not just like a bacon vinaigrette. You're not just getting bacon vinaigrette. You're getting big, thick chunks of pork belly as well. So let's load up a bite here. A little bit of everything. We got our pork belly. We got our goat cheese. It's hard to get everything on the fork. There's some candied nuts as well. Can I do it? There we go. Oh my gosh. Watch out, Cobb salad. I may have a new favorite salad here at the Brown Derby. All of these flavors work so well together. The first thing I tasted was that extremely salty bacon vinaigrette that is so incredible. You could just literally serve a plate of leaves and that bacon vinaigrette, and it's going to add enough flavor to those leaves or that salad to make it seem like you have a salad full of toppings. Like, that's how intensely flavorful it is. It's so delicious. And I like that they have those big, thick chunks of pork belly in there as well. The goat cheese with it is just insane. The beets in there are perfect. And I honestly think this is a really good portion. This salad here is $13, and it's huge. Like, this could be a meal. Add some grilled chicken onto this. This is a meal right here, and this is really freaking good. I'm telling you, if you are looking for a change up from the Cobb salad and you're looking to try something new but still light and refreshing, go with this beet salad here. I can't get enough. It's citrusy, it's salty, amazing. But moving on from our appetizers, I did order one of the new entrees. I decided to order the seafood fragola. This has steamed clam and mussels, poached scallops, fragola pasta, spring greens, and a crab saffron cream for $51. I am gonna hold out making my final judgment on this until I taste it, but I'm telling you just by smell, it smells very fishy. And the pasta in here is like a pearled couscous. I have to say, I love a pearled couscous. And the sauce should be good, but that might be what's making it fishy. So let's just try like the pasta with the sauce. The sauce like wants to be a lobster bisque, but instead of being rich and indulgent and creamy and delicious, it's like weirdly sweet. So I don't know much about that. Now, we do have some seafood in here. There's 4 clams, 5 mussels, and I'm trying to find the scallops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scallops. And by the 5 scallops, I mean scallops of that size. Like, this is like really, really tiny scallop, guys. This is, it's a hard pill to swallow that I'm getting this little seafood for over $50. But I guess let's try one of the scallops. In that bite, I was picking up a really weird, smoky flavor in that crab sauce as well. And the scallop is fine, but I mean, that's just a bad, low quality scallop. And we've got a big old plate of pearled couscous. I mean, that's the majority of this plate here. It's literally just a pile of pearled couscous with some very cheap seafood on top. I mean, clams and mussels are some of the cheapest seafood around. So this is unfortunately a little bit disappointing here. Definitely expected a bit more out of this one. Well, that is going to do it for us here today over at Animal Kingdom and here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We ended up on a little bit of a rough note. The new menu at the Brown Derby really didn't impress me that much, especially that entree. It really was not my favorite, but luckily over at Animal Kingdom, we had some great luck. I was definitely able to find some new go-to favorite snacks in the park, and you guys got to try, especially those ice cream treats, that new cookie. So good. Definitely must tries. New stuff at the Brown Derby? Maybe don't rush over here for. I mean, that beet and kale salad was great, but other than that, I'm just sticking with my old favorites when I dine here. So thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Thank you to everyone over on Patreon. I really appreciate your support. As always, if you enjoy honest Disney food reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.